you are capable of winning races. But you can't do it alone. It's time to elevate your game to the next level with RMR Driving Academy. Richard Murtaugh is the longest-running setup builder on iRacing with nearly a decade of experience. With a combined 13,000 rating across 2 accounts, Murtaugh has helped more than 20 drivers advance to the World of Outlaws Pro Series. Log on to rmrdrivingacademy.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram.
right, Tuesday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network, the Digital Sim Sports Network, and live coverage. The ERA AMP Grading and Excavation Late Model Stock Car Series tonight. We're out in the desert. Las Vegas, Nevada, the Bullring. Little third mile. Tight little racing quarters here, but we're going to see some action here tonight. I just saw some there in turn number 2. Somebody trying to get spun around, get back underway, and got the back end of the car knocked off just for fun. Last show for me this week, folks. I will be gone until May 12. But you'll have KR Stolfus tomorrow night and Thursday, and then next week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. 5 nights. Plenty of races. Please come in. Give him a hard time. Be funny with him. Make sure you let him know you're watching. I wanted to get down here and take a look at just generic, but new driver. That is Caleb Kortrick. Compliments, guys. Get your over-unders in. Do not forget about over-under. How many cautions do you think they'll have? 75 laps. You got a dozen cars in here. Make sure that you get me your picks for over-under. You never know, prizes. We are just about done with designing a T-shirt for DRN and DSSN that should have our logos and all of our leagues on it, so it'll be kind of fun. Hello, Mr. Benny. We don't see you a whole lot, man. Got your own thing kind of rolling over there now, huh? All right, just about down to our qualifying session. Once we do that, they'll take us up and let us sit in on the Gunslinger Whiskey redraw. Don't be afraid to shout out, guys. Make sure you get your over-unders in. Tell me the number of cautions you think they will have here. It's 75 laps around the Bullring. Mostly just say, hey. Gordon Connor, you need to reach out to me on the DRN Facebook page and send me some information. You won a few weeks ago, the 18th. So we have got some stuff we need to get with you about. Pretty sure you've got a thermal cup coming. I need to go pick those up. I kind of forgot about them. Gonna be a couple of weeks now before I can get to them, but I'll make myself a note. 6, no one has taken it, Paula. Yay. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are gone. Hello, DJ. Why are you not in here racing? Over-unders, get them to me. You have got qualifying, the redraw, and any driver's meeting or whatever they do. But as soon as that pace car rolls to start parading this field, over-under is shut down. Qualifying is the order of the day. Now we're going to watch as many of them as we can. I see John Brunner working his way out of the pits. Ooh, that thunder's loud. I can hear it through my noise-canceling headphones. Guys, if we go dead tonight, it's because I get crappy, nasty storms coming this way. So, I apologize in advance, but I don't know what's going to happen. And I forgot to change the battery on the generator. So, we're all going to be in trouble. Dang it, I should be going to do that today, too. I forgot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. All right, Baldwin. Gary Baldwin, 16 flat. There goes Barry Hines at a 15.8, taking the top spot. Second lap for Brunner, no faster than the first. Pete Dillon is out here. Dylan Connor just ran his first, and he goes to the top, 15.39. Werdeman, second quick. Here comes Pete Dillon. He was 8th quick on lap 1. Let's see what he does on lap number 2. 15.52, so about a 10th off of Dylan Connor. Connor, 15.39. Man, quick lap. I understand that. Turnmeyer. On the track. I think that washout right there is going to hurt him. He's going to have to regroup right here and get ready for lap number 2. First time around, 15.70. Well, that turn 2 looked a lot better than the first one. Can Turnmeyer pick it up enough to get in the top couple? Nope. 74 for lap number 2. So Connor, Dillon, Werdeman, Turnmeyer, Westendorf, Hines, and Baldwin are going to go into the Lucky 7 redraw. Kortrek, McNulty, and Eddie. And I don't know. Usually Matt Eddie goes out and qualifies, but hello, BS. Bill, 9 is available. Yeah, Gordon, don't forget to go over on Facebook to the Dirt Racing Network page and send me a message with your name, address, shirt size, all those things. You never know what we're going to send you in the mail. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 are off the board. Over and unders, you only got until that pace car rolls off. Take the field for the parade lap. We should be getting drug in for the Lucky 7 redraw. Any moment now. DJ Oxford.
All right, time to activate the screen for the BF Hammers Lucky 7 redraw. Our top 7 cars on how they qualified are in the mix. Let me double check it. Connor, Dillon, Werdeman, Turnmeyer, Westendorf, Hines, and Baldwin would be our top 7. So we'll shuffle it up 3 times. How we have it finish after the third one is how the cars will start for tonight's main event. There is our redraw here. Oh, screen changed on me. There we go. The 92 of Westendorf will be on the pole. To the outside, it'll be the 7 to Dillon. Row 2, the 16 of Turnmeyer and the 91 of Connor. Row 3, the 57 of Hines and the 81 of Werdeman. And then the 26 of Baldwin will be our BF Hammers Lucky 7 redraw car. That's our starting lineup for tonight. I'm going to take a picture of it so I got it, and then we'll start the drivers' meeting. Won't take long. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys watching over there, too, Roger.
All right, you heard it, folks. They got the redraw in, and it puts the 92 of Josh Westendorf with Pete Dillon on his outside. Hey, Jane, you're in. That ain't so. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 all gone. Row 2 is going to be Turnmeyer and Connor, and then Hines and Werdeman, and Baldwin will start inside row number 3, and he'll have one of our non-qualifier. No, actually, that's not true. He'll have John Brunner on his outside. Steve Addison in one of our non-qualifiers, and then the back row will be made up of the last 2 non-qualifiers. A couple of these guys are going to move. around a little bit in this, and it could be Matt Eddy that starts up there in that 10th spot. So we will see. Not redraw. Over-unders. Running out of time. Make sure you get your over-under in. How many cautions you think we will have here in 75 laps? We've been giving away some pretty cool prizes for the last couple of seasons, and we're going to do it again. In fact, the last season, we gave those handy-dandy things away, and we got them coming again. They've already been ordered. We're just waiting for them to show up. I just need to go pick them up. I know they're ready. I just haven't been over there to get them. So, almost race time. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Over, under, picks. Anybody else getting nasty old rain? We're supposed to get a ton, I guess. I don't know. Seems like it hadn't stopped raining in a week. Hopefully, it won't be that bad the further south I go. Seven over-under players right now. Let's see if we can get it to 10. Running out of time quickly because they will advance this session, and once that pace car rolls off, that'll do it. Okay, we don't have time to fix that. We just have enough time to get ready. For our starting grid. We know that this is not correct, but we can walk you through it. It's going to be the 92 of Westendorf with the 7 of Dillon on the outside of the front row. Then Turnmeyer and Connor in row 2. That's the 16 and the 91. The 57 and the 81, Hines and Werdeman in row 3. And then Baldwin will stay where he's at, and he'll have John Brenner in the 46 on his outside. Steve Addison and Matt Eddy in a row number 5. And our 6th and final row, JT McNulty and Caleb Kortrick. Getting them all squared away. Over-unders are locked. Those that got in, and those that didn't, well, you missed out on an opportunity. That's all we can tell you. All right, pace car. Going to get out of the way right down here in turns 3 and 4. There he goes, and that means when we hit the restart zone, Westendorf and Dillon will get us going. How long does Connor wait? He's trying to go up here and take control of this thing. Good, clean start. Side by side all the way back to about row number 4. Now Westendorf pulls out in front of the field. They're 2 wide, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows behind him. Now we get single file in a hurry. Ooh, Barry Hines got the car a little sideways into. Oh, and there goes Marvin Turnmeyer for our ride through the infield. We'll go look at that momentarily. I want to see what the 26 is going to do here. Gary Baldwin trying to take a peek on the 91. Steve Addison working over the 81. The 281 cars are side by side. Addison in the green one, Werdeman in the red one, and Werdeman's out of shape. Good save. Good save, Jeff Werdeman. Did not get into the right side of Brunner's car right there. And here comes Matt Eddy starting way at the back. Now trying to work his way through traffic. What was that? Oh, that's what that was. I don't know if y'all heard that through that microphone. That was really close. That lightning was super close. And the thunder that came right immediately after it was even louder. So working lap 6 already. Top 3 now. Kind of a small breakaway. Westendorf, Dillon, and Connor. Connor's already doing Connor things. He is making that entry a little wider into the corner and cutting down about midway through. Trying to get that run so he can get the nose to the inside of Pete Dillon. That move right there. Not working right now. But he'll just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. First 10 laps are going to be in the book. Caution, as McNulty is going to have issues. Whew, that was right above me. Oh, yep, just looped the car, got into the throttle just a little bit feistier than he meant to, I think. And with Marvin Turnmeyer coming up behind, that is what was going to trigger that caution. So we got 10 in. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Westendorf, Dillon, Connor, Baldwin, and Addison are the top 5. Hines, Eddy, Werdeman, Brunner, Kortrick, Turnmeyer, McNulty behind that. Nobody heading for pit road. Everybody staying out. McNulty decides he's going to take a rip down pit road. He probably needs to check them tires. He flat spotted them pretty good. Tight little pit road. Starts on the backstretch. You come back out on the backstretch. Boys taking a look at it. Not sure they're going to do anything to it. Lights go off on the pace car. That means we're getting ready to go back to green. Yeah, that was right on top of me. I literally shook everything in my office right here. It was right here. It's not playing around tonight, I guess. All right, here comes the restart zone. The green flag immediately at the beginning of the restart zone. We're going to have side by side. Pete Dillon may get a little aggressive here and try to grab that lead. He'd like to put a car between himself and Dillon, Connor. I know that. Out of 4. Now Pete Dillon is hung on the outside because Westendorf was able to get a little momentum rolling. Westendorf is running a little bit of a shallow line, especially on the front stretch. The back stretch. He is not getting up there by the fence. I think that's in prevention to try to not let cars do exactly what happened right there. He's just been waiting to get there. Get that nose underneath. Oh, little slip out of 4. A little door-to-door action between Pete Dillon and Josh Westendorf. That'll open things up. Look who's up from the back. He's up 7 spots already. We are 20% of the way through this race. And Matt Eddy come from 10th to 3rd. A little throwback paint there. So Westendorf is all the way back to fourth, slid right in front of Addison. Baldwin is sixth currently. Caution. Oh no. He had the lead and now 92 car. Oh, and I don't know what happened there. He made a hard left and then a solid shot into the outside fence. Maybe he black screened. We got to go see if Matt Eddy has damage. It don't look too bad, but he bounced right across the top of that car after he killed the outside fence. So caution number 2, we sit at lap 17 in caution number 2. It looks like we're going to double up. Ready to get, not this time, but maybe next time, get ready to get after it. Yeah, you jinxed him, Adam. That seems to happen. If I interview somebody live, the next thing they do is go right back out there and crash. Every time. That's why we kind of don't do in-race live interviews anymore, is because the broadcaster's curse will wipe people out. And, you know, I think this is like the second time that Westendorf has had a problem. Somehow, for some reason, the screen goes black. He can't see anything. We are still keeping this caution extended. So we'll see if we officially get the one to go this time. Westendorf's car absolutely annihilated on the front. And I don't think even if he does come back that his car is going to perform very well. He might have blown the motor in that thing when he hit the fence. All right, ready to get back to green. Pete Dillon alongside Dylan Connor. We'll see. Connor probably going to go just hard enough not to let Pete Dillon get out front. Matt Eddy may have something to say about the whole thing because he is right there. Connor grabs the point. Eddy got up to second. Dillon falls into third. Baldwin now in fourth. Gary Baldwin, the 26 car. Come off of rookie status, and he is running towards the front here. Here comes Jeff Werdeman, passing his teammate on the inside. And Brunner keeping it in the top 7 or 8, right in front of Addison right now. Oh, teammates going to get together. Good save. A little bit of contact, but a good save by Turnmeyer. Going to keep us green. He's going to fall all the way back to about 8th place. Oh, Addison with troubles. Got to the inside of Brunner and then lost the right rear. Still battling with Turnmeyer. And Turnmeyer slip sliding away a little bit. Brunner up to 6th. Jeff Werdeman in front of him in 5th. And then Baldwin is still 4th. And then your top 3 have kind of broken away. Pete Dillon, 3rd place. Matt Eddy, 2nd. And Dylan Connor just kind of doing his own thing like he always does when he gets to the front. Trying to find a pace that everybody else is running and then open up a gap of about a half a second and stay right there. That's bad news, Mr. Westendorf. Bad news. We're about 10 laps from halfway. Matt Eddy. Hard charger. 8 spots improved. We're just clicking the laps off. Let's go look at new driver, the 186 of Caleb Kortrick. Cruising around. About a half a second off the pace of the guys up front. McNulty, who had the first caution with a spin. Back here in the 10th spot, and then Barry Hines, and we're back to Steve Addison and Marvin Turnmeyer. 8th and 7th. Connor's got it out to about that half second he likes to get to, and now he's kind of matching lap times. We're about 4 laps short of halfway. 15.6 for the quick laps and 16.2 for the average laps. Still 11 of our 12 cars out here on the racetrack. Everybody's still on the lead lap. Lap car going to be coming up pretty quickly for your leaders. You can see right there, Kortrick. The next handful of laps, but we're going to get to halfway before that happens. Oh, car slow on the bottom. Is that Barry Hines? It certainly is Barry Hines. Let's go see what happened to Mr. Hines. Trailing Brunner and Addison right here. Oh, Brunner comes down off the outside. I think that car slipped up and got away from him, and it just head-ons Barry Hines. And that car limping back to pit road, but we're going to stay green. Top 3. Way out in front of 4th place Werdeman. I mean, we're talking 5 seconds the difference from third to fourth. Turnmeyer got around Baldwin. So did Werdeman, and Baldwin way up the track, and it looks like Addison is going to take his shot and get by as well. So Baldwin all the way back to 7th now. Brunner 8th, McNulty, and Kortrijk. Kortrijk's going to be all up down pretty quickly here. He's quite a ways back. He is a lap down now as he has fallen behind the top 3. We're going to be to 25 to go here just momentarily. We're sitting on only 2 cautions. We could have had a third, but somehow Hines' wreck did not trigger a caution. $30 laps to go next time by. And you can see McNulty is about 1 straightaway ahead of your leader. He runs in the nice spot. When you're running 16-second laps, 13 seconds behind the leader, you're pretty close. Connor easing away slowly from Eddie and Dillon. So Matt Eddy and Pete Dillon second and third. 3/4 and 1 full second behind. Lap times about equal, top 3. 20:26. Pete Dillon ran a 13 the last time by. That time, Eddie and Dillon in the 16.0s, and Dylan Connor runs a 16.3. It's not a lot going on. Everybody's kind of spread out. We'll look at 4th place, Marvin Turnmeyer. He got around Jeff Werdeman. Then struggles to get the car out of turn number 2. Struggles to get the car out of 4, and he may be in trouble. He may get passed twice as Addison makes the move on Werdeman. Now is alongside Turnmeyer. Turnmeyer battling on the top side. Team Hines, a barbecue down in the pits. That car sitting there just smoking away. And now Addison will get the spot, move him to 4th. He is 9.6 seconds behind your leader. And your leader, well, he's in ridiculous traffic. He caught up to Brunner and he caught up to McNulty. And that brought Eddie right back to the bumper. Pete Dillon is right there as well. .21 laps remaining. Big slide from Matt Eddy out of turn number 4. He was drifting the 88 car coming out of the corner. Go on board with Pete Dillon for a couple of laps here. He's trying to chase your 2 leaders down. Boy, that car slipping and sliding, getting in, and he is just controlling that slide. From the driver's seat, that is what 1 full second looks like. Matt Eddy still hounding Dylan Connor. It's just not pressure on the bumper. He's just a couple of car lengths back. Lap time's pretty much identical. 16.0s, 16.1s. Baldwin will be the next lap car. I don't know. I think they'll get to him before we complete the last 15. Yeah, he's nearly 1 second off of the pace of these guys up front. Thirteen laps remaining, and Dylan Connor on cruise control out in front. He has opened it up to 0.7 of a second. I would expect in the next couple of laps, if he has got anything left in that 91 car, he is going to let it all out. Eleven laps remaining, and Marvin Turnmeyer, the next car on the lap parade. Turnmeyer, 17.3, your leader, 16.1. You can see all the marbles, the tires wearing, piling up on the outsides of the corners. And now your leader working around Kortrick's car for the third time, and he's closing in on Marvin Turnmeyer. He'll have him in the next lap or two. He might have him this next lap. He's opened it up to 0.8 on Matt Eddy. Pete Dillon is 3.3 seconds behind the leader. Six laps to go, and Turnmeyer finally yields the spot to the leader. You want to stay on the lead lap. You got to battle. Because if you were to catch a caution, you wouldn't have to take a wave around. You could go get tires. You might give yourself a better chance. Now you'd have to take that wave around. And that's right at the end of the pace laps. Wave lap last time. Now we're coming around. It's going to be 4 to go. It is really Connors to win or lose. Eddy is a full second back. And then it's another 2.9 seconds to Pete Dillon in third. He won't get there. But Jeff Werdeman, well, he is right there. Steve Addison is right there as well. They will probably stay on the lead lap because we are coming around. It's only going to have 2 circuits to completion now. Dylan Connor. He might be the hot shoe when KR calls a race next week, because I think this is 2 in a row for him. A white flag coming out. There goes the 186. He may have had a big blowout with the tire. He is really slow. He is staying completely out of the way up against the outside wall. Good for him. Good job. And your winner tonight at the Bullring at Vegas, going to be the 91 of Dylan Connor. Matt Eddy second. Pete Dillon comes home third. Then Werdeman, Addison, Turnmeyer, Baldwin, McNulty, Brunner, Kortrick, Hines, and Westendorf. Who are we going to get as our rando driver of the evening? Oh, look out. It's the 81 car. All right, let's start grabbing drivers. Jeff Werdeman, got a copy. Jeff Werdeman, you got a copy.
I do, Roger. How you been? It's been a while since we've chatted.
And no doubt, the rando driver of the evening. You came forward a little, you kind of fell back, then you came forward again. This is a tough enough place without other cars on the track. Did you have a good time out there, or was it just absolutely nerve-wracking?
Well, this is a morning race, so the track kept hotter, and it kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And as the race started, I do some ride-along videos from time to time, and I'm like, I think the theme of this one is how to get to the back quickly, because I think it was within 3 laps I was already like 10th or something, and then at that point I just rode along. This track never treats me well. I don't do bad there. I don't do great here, but I just kind of rode along. That was fun, though, chasing down Steve at the end. I think he just got a little tight in the lap car. Just kind of, I think he said before you pulled me in there that his right front went away, and so he slid up the hill, and I think that affected what Steve was doing. But, man, I'm just glad to be here with the BF Hammers, Gunslinger Whiskey, Mercury Cougar.
Well, this place is tough no matter what, and with the track getting warmer and warmer as we saw lap times kind of go really all over the place, but we saw drivers going all over the place. Were you seeing a lot of that slipping and sliding from the driver's seat there?
Yeah, in fact, while I was chasing Marv there for a while there, I thought we might have a little Team 137 crime on crime, because I was so tight on entry on how I was driving the car, so I let him by, and then as soon as I let him by, I see more of his driver's side door coming off the corners than I do his bumper, because he was wheeling and dealing. In fact, he radioed me, and he goes like, I didn't know this was a dirt track. So, yeah, there was a lot of all over the place tonight.
All right, man, some shout-outs and thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Well, first and foremost, Roger, I want to thank you and all the fans that tune in and the interaction. What was the over-under? Was 1, right? 2. Oh. Did we get a winner?
DJ Oxford.
Well, all right. Well, if he's not going to be racing, at least he's winning something. DJ, appreciate him and his sponsorship as well throughout the season. Also want to thank AMP and also Pure Year and I'm sorry, it's the Pure Year crew, Chris and Jet. They do a great job supporting not only Dylan but also our shows as well. So thank you guys. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks for chatting with us, and you will have KR Stolfus in with you next week, so y'all be good to him, okay?
I will do my darndest. No promises.
I didn't really mean that.
All right, then I will not be on my good behavior.
I was going to say I expect you guys to be on your worst behavior and give him the hardest time possible.
Absolutely. Consider it done.
All right, buddy. Jeff Werdeman, the random driver of the evening. He did a good job. He actually came home in 4th, and that's a good run for him for sure. Now let's get Pete Dillon in here. Pete, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got to get it off that car. I got to get it on your car. I had it on the wrong guy. Sorry. Hey, man, you were up front. You slid back. You settled into a good spot, but once you settled in there, it just seemed like that's kind of was it. You weren't going anywhere at all.
Yeah, well, I got hung out on the outside at the first 3 restarts, and I kind of slid the tires a little bit, so that put me at a little bit of a disadvantage. Every time I got on the outside, one guy would get by. And then my foot started cramping up.
Yeah, it seemed like the outside looked good when you first hit the restart through 1 and 2, and after that, you wanted to be anywhere but the outside.
Yeah, the outside was like a cheese grater. I didn't have nothing for him just from wearing out my tires on the outside. Plus, I just said my foot was cramping up.
Yeah. Bananas, man. Eat a lot of bananas before you go racing. It's a good thing. I lost my train of thought on that. I really did. That's terrible interviewing, I got to say. It looked like everybody kind of had a good time. You guys had a great long run. Only 2 cautions the whole night, and then a big long run. We had that caution about lap 17, and you guys ran about 60, almost 60 laps there. This place was taking a little bit of rubber. Did it tighten up at all, or did it just keep getting looser and looser for you?
I just kept blowing the back tires off. It just kept on entry, going into 1. It was really bad loose. I don't know if I was just driving it in too deep or what. But yeah, the track did take rubber, but it didn't help my car.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout-outs and some thank yous before we let you head out tonight.
I'd like to thank Marv and Jeff for putting on the league, all the league sponsors, and Dirt Racing Network. You for being up in the booth and broadcasting this thing. My fiance for letting me do this, and all the fans out there watching.
All right, man. Congrats on a great run. I'll look forward to seeing you back in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
Pete Dillon finishing in 3rd tonight. Let's move on. I don't know if it was by design, so we'll ask him. Matt Eddy, you started at the back. Was that a choice?
Well, not really. I had to be dad and put a daughter to bed, my youngest, but that was why.
Well, most improved for the night. You picked up 8 spots. You're going to come up 1 spot short of being on the top of the podium, but still a great run. You looks like you kept the 88 pretty clean. Tell us about that one crazy incident when the 92 car kind of landed on the right side.
Yeah, we're racing along. A lap or two, a few laps after I got by Josh, and then he said he was locking up, and I looked in the mirror and seen him shoot down to the inside at like a high rate of speed. So I checked up, and he went shooting across the track and hit the wall, and I think landed on like the right side of my roof a little.
Yeah, a little bit. Didn't look like it put any damage to the car. Did it affect the handling or anything?
It didn't seem to. It seemed to be okay.
Well, chasing the 91 car, and it seems like you guys do that a lot here. Somebody's got to come up with the formula to get in front of that guy at some point.
Yeah, I tried to manage my stuff and keep up with them, because if you push hard here, you can burn your tires up pretty quick, and I did a pretty good job. And then about when we were going by Marv, about 5-6 to go, I slid the back end a little, and my right rear was toast after that. She was just sliding around the last 5 laps.
Well, still an awesome run, second place. Go ahead.
I was hoping we could catch some lap traffic, and maybe I could do something with them.
Still a great run. You're going to come home second. Shout-outs, thank yous before we let you head out.
I got to thank Marv and Jeff and everybody who puts this on, everybody who puts money in to help keep this thing going. It's always a good time to come out here and race with everybody. Thank my wife and kids for letting me do this every now and then. That's about it.
All right, man. Congrats again. I'll see you back here in a couple of weeks.
Sounds good.
Matt Eddy in the 88 car finishing in second, and now all we can say is he did it again. Dylan Connor, another win. Is that back-to-backs? Because I think you're hot shoe next week.
Yeah, I didn't know how it was going to work this week, but they let me qualify. I guess it's after 2 wins, it kind of squashes itself, and you got to win 2 more. I don't know, but yeah, I was able to qualify and set it on the pole, but had to go back there to 4th from the redraw, and just had to be patient on the slick track.
Just seemed like this place just got slicker and slicker and slicker as the day went on, but we didn't see you slipping around a whole lot.
Yeah, it definitely by the end of the race. I mean, I was still able to save pretty good, and when I tried to go pretty hard there at the end, it still was pretty slick. So I think it gradually went up all race long, temperature, and more rubber got laid down, and it just kept getting greasier all race long.
You got the lead pretty early, and you did kind of the same thing I think I say every week. You got out there, you managed not only your own race, but you kind of managed the field. You got a half a second. You kind of matched the speed. That plan seems to work. What are you going to do when somebody figures that out?
Yeah, I mean, it can happen any week. That's why I say I'll take these runs anytime I can get them. You get on a run like this, you soak it up because they don't last long in racing. But it's always a blast running with Matt and Pete and all these guys in here. And it's gonna come a time and they're gonna get on these runs too. And like I said, it's a blast.
All right, man. Some shout outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate another great win.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you for being up in the booth for us as always. Thank Marv and Jeff for everything they do for the league. The league sponsors, A&P Grading, Gunslinger Whiskey. My sponsors, Per Year Race Parts, Chris and Alan Per Year with Caldwell Banker Elite. My family and friends, fiance, all for supporting me, and my dad spotting for me.
All right, man. Another awesome win. I won't see you next week. You'll have a different interviewer, and I'll be back the week after that, all right?
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
That is your winner tonight, Dylan Connor. He goes to victory lane. Oh, once again, KR, we'll have to see if he has to start hot shoe. Maybe no qualifying or whatever next week. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Show you a quick look at the official results. Connor, Eddie, Dylan, Wardeman, and Addison in the top 5. Then Turnmeyer, Baldwin, McNulty, Brunner, Kortrek, Hines, and Westendorf. And Josh Westendorf, just unfortunate, terrible luck. Screen locked up, car dove to the left and head on right into the turn 1 wall. And his night was over pretty quick, but he ran up front. Led the first about 12 or 15 laps of this thing. So eventually he is going to break all the way through. He'll probably get him a win. It won't be too long. That is going to do it for me for a couple of weeks, guys. KR Stolfus will be in here tomorrow night. He'll be in here Thursday night, and then he'll be back next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with you. I will be back the following week starting on May the 12th. Make sure you come in, say hi to KR. Give him a hard time. Don't give him too hard a time, but give him a hard time. He's a lot of fun. He does a good job. He'll entertain you at least as much as I do. Until I see you guys again, I want to thank you for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. And without all the awesome leagues giving us great racing like we saw again here tonight, there's nothing for us to cover. High fives and pats on the back all the way around. Until we see you the next time. Peace and love to everybody. Keep the ropes.